let Coach start with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
It was a game that, our defense totally dominated from the start to the finish. Offensively, we just couldn't get out of our own way. The opening drive, we had the critical penalty. Then we came back with a turnover. On top of that, we did 2 more turnovers, had some more crucial penalties. I never felt like the game was in question, but we just couldn't quit, getting out of our own way. Special teams, we were okay. Our Green Berets got their tails kicked up front. We didn't kick it real good. We were just okay. And you got a mature team when you're 3-0, you're 1-0 in conference, and it's not a very happy locker room. That's when we're not about winning and losing. There's a standard that we expect to play to, and as a group, all 3 parts did not live up to the standard. I would say our defense lived up to that standard, but the other 2/3, we were not there tonight, and we've got a lot of things to get cleaned up. But I repeat, it's hard to win college football games, and we're not going to be like that. We're going to enjoy this thing and go back to the video and try to fix it.
Questions?
Jeff, the play of the defense just to completely shut them down, did you know your defense was capable of doing that in back-to-back weeks?
We felt good. We thought we had some real critical matchups that were in our favor. Our defensive staff did a great job preparing them, and our kids responded. I don't think you ever anticipate, I think they had, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe 8 yards rushing, 10, 11 yards rushing. I don't know that anybody expects that. But boy, those guys played hard. I thought the play of the game was when we had the interception by Rashad in the end zone, and somehow they got the ball back, got to go again, and then we intercepted it again.
All right, we'll go over to the right, Jonas.
Coach, you had a lot of guys kind of go down throughout the game. Frank there had a scary moment. Zakari was stretching out, looked like his arm on the sideline. In a game with a score like this, how much importance do you put on health for next week, and also just keeping the guys fresh and into it this early in the season?
It's a conference game. You got to win it. There's no more game more important than that one. So we had to go win the ball game. We work those backups too. And those backups are expected to go out there and play well. And I need to watch the video first before I just come in here and start telling what I think. Because, sometimes you think something live and you go back and watch the video and it's just a little bit of this and that. But yeah, we got pretty beat up out there. And we've had more offensive lineups, just like last year. We can't keep 5 out there right now. We're in one of those streaks right now.
Okay.
Jeff, what was the key for you guys to get so many sacks on defense? That was something that had been missing in the first 2 games.
Well, they knew they couldn't run it, and so they turned into a heavy drop back pass. So we got to go after them more. And we've got some really good players out there that really play hard and they're fast and they're tough to block. It's tough going against them in practice every day. They'll make you lose your spirit for wanting to call plays.
What was it about the run defense then that they just had no shot there? What did you guys do to shut that down?
We're just really strong and mature and fast. Some good players. Now understand, we'll find out next Saturday. We fix to play a squad.
Jeff, we didn't see Spencer Burford today. What can you tell us about that and just the overall play with the offensive line, having to shuffle that group again?
Yeah, we hope he'll be back next week. It's just one of those things that happen during the week. We've been unlucky on that right now. And it's all good, man. It's all good. You got another group of linemen out there. We're getting some depth. And we think everybody's going to be back at some point. So we're getting depth in crucial games and crucial moments. And I was intentional about those twos out there. I mean, we needed to be out there. We need to play. we played 3 deep on defense, and play a lot of kids on offense. We're going to need all of them this year. So I'm not going to make a soft bed for them. They practice. We expect them to play better, and that starts with me. And obviously we didn't do something just exactly right because we weren't as clean as we have been. But I do give Middle Tennessee a lot of that credit. We got a lot to work on.
Okay, Nick?
Hey, Coach, can you talk a little bit about JT Clark? You know, stat-wise, he wasn't, the Sakari or the cheapest, but he caught a lot of balls today, so I wanted to get your thoughts.
3rd down catches too. He's one of those kids, he just shows up every day. He never says a word, blocks his tail off, doesn't care how much he plays. He's all about winning. And I'm telling you, man, that's refreshing. You got name, image, and likeness. You got transfer portal. These kids have every single bit of leverage. They can do whatever they want to do. There's nothing you can do about it. And he never says a word. Yes, sir. No, sir. Plays his tail off. Keeps showing up week after week after week. He's an absolute joy to coach.
You guys had a good crowd again tonight. What were your thoughts on the outcome?
I wish we'd have been better offensively because people like to watch points, right? And we know the pressure we're under trying to fill the dome up. And people don't like defense anymore. Us old timers like it, We're all happy that we're all sports nerds, right? But those guys up in the stands like basketball scores, and I'm disappointed because it's the first time we haven't played well. I don't even know. I think we put out 6 or 7, 8 offensive performances that we're really all proud of. And tonight we were like my golf game. We were, good shot here and OB there. Just hate that for the fans because I want everybody to be happy and want to come back next time. Like I told my kids, what I know about my kids is when everybody tells them they can't do something, they usually do something. And they fixing to hear about how they fix to get their teeth kicked in for the next 7 or 8 days. So we're ready to go to work.
Well, Jeff, obviously, coming down to cover your first game since you took over down here, we know the job everybody does here that you did in Gilmer for the Buckeyes, 3 state championships. Buckeyes show up everywhere. Trey flew Ellen on Middle Tennessee today. Your thoughts? Certainly didn't want to have the field goal block, but about a former Gilmer Buckeye blocking that field goal.
He's a great kid, comes from a great program. It's all those guys know. They don't ever quit. And everybody likes to talk about all those points we scored back then, but we had a few ugly games like this. And when you come out with a win, people forget about it a lot quicker. And we need to work. Hands team got some good reps. Got to defend the old butt kick up the middle. We got some good stuff in, and it's good in the end. It's ugly tonight, but it's good in the end. You can do that. But I was happy for him. And it's the first time our field goal team hadn't been solid. Those guys just took it to us, man. Now I can make a soft bet again. We're shuffling people left and right up in there, and we got to be better. So I was happy for him, though. I'm always happy for my Buckeyes.
About 2 more, Derek.
Jeff, this was almost the 2nd consecutive shutout for your defense after last week. In the big picture, how do you compare it to last year? It seems like so much more dominant from the group, and it's a lot of the same guys.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good word you used. I really do. I'm disappointed because I really wanted those guys to get 8 quarters in a row. I thought that'd be really special. So, we all talk about the triangle and not being selfish and all that, but there's a little of that in us too, right? I wanted those kids to have it. So I was just disappointed. We just never could impose our will. I bet we had to have 90 snaps. We had 49 at halftime. I kept thinking they were going to go away. We were turboing and going as fast as we could, and we just could not put them away. And I was so disappointed in that. We just never took their will from them. And again, much credit to Middle Tennessee. A very veteran team, very well coached team. You can see why I stopped. Survived 16 years. It's hard to make it 16 years in college football, man. It's hard to make it in high school football, JV football. I don't put better offensive performance together. Dr. Compost won't let me hang around here that long. I promise you I'll get going.
Maybe I thought of 1 more. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Y'all are more kind than I thought y'all were going to be. Thank y'all, man.
Thanks, Jeff.